Hey y'all, this is Anna Alexander. Welcome back to the bedroom as I am literally sneaking in, quick episode of Reacher. This is season 3, episode 4. And this season, I'm more stressed out this season than previous seasons. I think it's because I'm seeing Reacher at times get like a little panicky for Reacher. And that in turn makes me panicky and then I get stressed out. I know he's gonna survive. But everybody else is questionable. But he is racking up bodies straight up. Like he's taken out bad guys before. But this early, it feels like it's just... But by sheer luck, it is sheer luck and his quicker thinking, he has made himself already Bex number 2. Woohoo! Mm-hmm. Now, I did see this one was called Dominque. And I also saw a lot of you saying, oh, this episode is a killer. Have your tissue ready. I don't normally cry in sad scenes only because I'm expecting them. And I'm thinking about how that scene was written and put together to fall into the moment. If I don't cry... As a kid, my mother used to call me the Terminator because I would just look at people who were sad and go, what's wrong with their eyes? But I also have a feeling this is how we find out Reacher's wound. Some of that deep, dark backstory that has been alluded to so far. Fun! So I'm excited to get with it. And I'm so glad that you are here with me as well. So the checklist. Big cozy blanket, the rain, the hair is styled by the rain outside today. And I'm drinking water because I was out earlier with friends. We're sticking with water. I have all of you who are going to remember that you can watch this full episode reaction with me on Patreon, where I would love to see you. Let me know who you are. Let me know what you're drinking. Hit subscribe, all the fun things. And let's get to it.
The new guy I hired took care of him. They killed Duke, though. It's not my fault. Angel Dahl was your guy. You hired him.
Oh.
Son of a bitch.
Who was that?
I'm gonna guess Julius McCabe.
Julius McCabe. Guy that I work for. And you work for him too now. He just made you my new lieutenant.
Fun. Okay. Right. So quickly. Now what, Reacher? They're not expecting anyone. Oh, why are you there?
Told Beck I was going to pick up food. Between ordering, waiting, round trip, I'd say an hour.
And you don't have a tracker in your car? I would have trackers in my cars if I was a bad guy.
So the safe house was collateral damage.
What happened to Duke?
Same thing as a safe house.
Okay, I have a picture of him from when we staked out the shipment. You were right. It's huge. It's all locked up in the warehouse now, and the place is guarded like a fortress. But
how guarded is a fortress? Really? Really?
That's got to be Julius McCabe, right?
I know Miss Xavier Quinn.
The guy you thought was dead?
The guy I thought I killed.
I thought we had been over this before, Duffy. Oh, we hit the title card right away.
Quinn's someone you wanted dead. Still want dead. Why?
Dominque, he told you. Right? That's what I thought he had done.
I got a kid's life on a hook because I put her there. So open your goddamn mouth and tell me what you've been keeping to yourself, because I have a right to know exactly who we're dealing with.
Bad men. Very bad man.
It started with a file that landed on my desk years ago.
Backsplash story.
What's this?
Assignment order and personnel file. You will soon have the assistance of E7 Sergeant First Class Dominque Cole. You've got more workload than you can handle right now. Maybe the Army should set you up with a few MPs. That way you can just work on the big stuff.
Like what? A team of special investigators?
Mm-hmm. So this was before the 110?
You're my new helper.
Yes, sir.
Cut the sirs. I prefer Reacher.
Understood, Reacher.
Something wrong?
No, Reacher. But I'm realizing now that you've just learned that I've been assigned to you in the past 5 minutes.
Why do you say that?
You have a reputation of being demanding yet respectful to those that you work with. So if you'd known I was coming, there would be a second chair in here, but there's none.
Wow, she's observant.
Take a look at this and tell me what you think while I get us coffee.
No cream, no sugar, please.
I have a theory about the case. Can you surmise what it is?
Coercion. Perpetrators usually don't commit their first crime in their 40s and not after they join the military. It's made a good salary, no debt to speak of, has a family.
He has a lot to
You
lose.
don't wait until you have stuff to lose and then decide to engage in risky behavior. He just doesn't fit the profile.
Mike, bring in a chair for Sergeant Cole. She figured out Gorowski was making dead drops at a local park, so I sat in with her on a stakeout.
That's conveniently placed envelope under the thigh.
It's happening.
What did he attach to the can?
My dad and I used to go hunting for elks
Where?
downtown Minneapolis.
Wise ass.
Anywhere that there were elk, he would take me everywhere.
From where?
Elkhart, Indiana. We made a good team.
You're using the past tense. No more hunting?
Has he passed?
No more dad. What's your dad doing now?
Same as your dad.
What was he like?
Plain New Hampshire Yankee with a disdain for anything fancy. Had no use for excess or wealth. Pretty compartmentalized guy.
So you take after him.
Maybe.
He just now is putting this together?
He's not coming. You never leave valuable top secret documents this long in public without somebody promptly picking them up.
Or he put something on the can. What was it?
So we're staring at a garbage can while the document's being picked up 30 yards away. I never should have assumed it was the envelope.
In an investigation, assumptions kill. I think we need to haul in Gorowski.
But we have nothing.
That
He
he
doesn't
knows
know that.
about.
We picked up your friend. Got him with blueprints red-handed. Want to know the first thing he did?
Smart.
He ratted you out. We knew that you approached him with an opportunity.
No! He came after me.
He's scared. Give him time.
What are you afraid of?
That a girl.
I can tell you. He's dangerous.
How? You go away for treason. You get hanged for treason. Your wife.
Do
your
you
child
now, though?
will be
Do
dealing with
you
that
now,
long
though?
after you're gone.
He took my daughter.
Cut off her ear.
She's 4 years old. And he took her. He lured her off the preschool playground. Teacher's aide said that her uncle picked her up. She doesn't have an uncle.
They just let her go with an uncle.
I need a name.
No. You don't know who you're dealing with. I am not saying anymore. I can't.
Let me tell you how people like this work. You give them what they want.
And they take more. And then they keep taking, and they keep taking, and they keep taking.
They'll keep demanding state secrets from you, and you will keep serving them up. A vicious cycle. And they're the types who don't like any loose ends.
Xavier Quinn is an evil man.
It's an interesting camera angle. Interesting camera angles.
I saw multiple calls to the same person over several months. The calls were to...
It's toward the end. Page 12. I highlighted them for you.
Oh. Someone has a crush.
Great job, Tony.
Sure. My pleasure.
You can't forget Safwan's a government agent, so his security detail will be former paramilitary. We neutralize, but don't kill.
Hope Tony's not in on it. Because you know I trust no one.
Also, Safwan can't sustain any visible injuries, or Quinn will get suspicious.
So you hit him with the bottoms of the feet.
Copy that.
Copy.
I wouldn't last 5 minutes in there.
Don't like crowds?
Music's terrible. If you can call it music.
Why am I unease? I'm unease. I feel like something terrible is going to happen.
There he is.
Let's go.
They're just going to chase him down. They're just chasing him down.
Who's asking?
Major Jack Reacher, we've been made aware of your connection to unlawful trade of American military secrets.
Wow. He's just doing this right here.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Hey, why don't you take a step back, pal?
Okay, we're doing this. We're doing this.
Hired help, paid by the hour. Couple $100 a day worth dying over. That's what I thought. Pick these morons up and get lost. Private, I know you like Cole.
Like her, as a friend.
Shut up. It's obvious. But you can't let personal feelings affect your judgment in the field. Never turn your back on a viable enemy to save a fellow soldier. You only get 2 dead soldiers that way. Finish the task at hand. Trust your partner can do the same.
Understood.
They're all dead. Tony's dead. Tony's dead.
She's not into dancing. Just ask her to dinner and bring flowers. But not roses. Every asshole brings roses. We were just putting the paperwork together to present to the judge for Quinn's arrest warrant.
It is interesting that they're taking so much time on the backstory this episode.
We'll need to proof this thing once more. Why don't we do it at the bar? I could use a beer.
There are already going to be people who believe you didn't earn this case because you're a young woman and you're only here to meet some quota. If we're seen out socially, those people will look at this as something more than what it is. Let's not let some assholes diminish what you earned.
That's sad, but true. So much to go wrong, so much to go wrong. And then the bus will blow up.
We got him.
You got him. Let's go make the arrest.
Really?
I'm no credit jumper. You should be the arresting officer for the same reason we didn't get a drink at the bar. If you don't put the final stamp on this, everyone will think you were just along for the ride with a senior officer. Frisconi can go with you. Put the cuffs on Quinn, Sergeant. You earned your moment.
Tony. Oh, I've got a bad suspicion of
It
how...
was nice.
Why?
What you did for Cole.
Anyone would have done it. There are very few people you meet in life who do everything right. The way they think, attack problems, conduct themselves. Dominique Cole cared about doing the right things the right way.
She died for it.
She was gonna be great.
Still nothing?
No.
She's probably en route.
I would have said if this Xavier Quinn, if Xavier Quinn was so big and evil and whatnot, I would have taken a few people with her.
You told me the kid was solid. I'm sure she's got this handled.
Did that?
What'd she say?
Got him. Cuffed. Heading in. Sir. I told her never to call me sir the first day we met.
See, this is how many people I would have taken with me to arrest him. Not just Tony.
You turned your back to the enemy to help her.
Xavier's recent attack on a teacher, his history of harming animals and persistent antisocial behavior can only lead this therapist to a diagnosis of malignant narcissistic personality disorder, sociopathology, paranoid and egocentric aggression.
Perfect for the military, huh?
Quinn took her alive, which he'd only do if he was trying to get information out of her.
What information could he need?
Everything about them.
He wants Cole to tell him the name of the commanding officer who oversaw the case so he can kill me and disappear. He's gonna torture her, and it's gonna be brutal. She would never give me up.
The fact that he is so confident that she would not rat him out. So confident.
Tell me you have it.
We're close. I didn't think Quinn would put a house bought with dirty money under his name, but there are 4 homes held by LLCs in Renton.
Oh, this is old. Because now 3/4 of the houses out there are owned by LLCs. I know this because I look at deeds all day long.
This doesn't end with Quinn getting arrested.
Then you know my rule. Do it once. Do it right.
Thanks, boss. Wah. No time for trial on this one. Getting it done. Or so he thought. Oh, pumpkin girl. No. And your back's to the door. Corners and doors, corners and doors. Corners and doors, Reacher. And now he's dead inside. Pow pow. Just do right there. Pow pow. But he wants vengeance.
Gun.
The girl and I were in all this together. So I reached out to Cole and cut a deal. She'd string you along, make you think you're closing in, and then at the last moment, she lets me get away and she gets paid.
Sure.
And I know I'm gonna have to do some time for that. But I prefer 20 years over a life sentence, so let's make a deal.
Pow pow. Don't let him monologue. No monologuing. Pow pow pow.
What's her first name?
What?
You know the first name of someone you cut a deal with. So what's her name?
Should have just taken him out, Reacher. You want to make a spectacle. You want to make a spectacle. I don't got time for spectacle. I'm a busy person. Is how I would do this. If I were Reacher, these are the choices I would be making. Do it once, do it right, and it didn't go right.
Got all that money back there. Could just take it and go.
Quinn doesn't know who he's talking to.
You don't want a murder rap coming back on you?
Dominique.
Huh?
That was her name.
Well, I can see why he thought he did the trick, but double tap, man, double tap.
Commanding Officer General Garber called us. Where's Xavier Quinn?
Gone.
He was gone when I got here.
Are you okay?
The question should be, are you physically unharmed?
I didn't pay Teresa to go undercover. I threatened her with a prison sentence. I made up a story that the DA who prosecuted her boyfriend on drug charges, and now the DA wants Teresa to serve time.
The
That
guilt.
kid ain't sophisticated, so she bought it.
The guilt, Duffy, the guilt.
I fucked that kid over, and now I have to make it right.
I was wondering why Duffy was so
Guess
gung-ho.
we have that in common.
And he's gone. No, I would get us some foods, and he's got cooks on staff. Right. Right. Wipe your feet, man. Wipe your feet.
Got any coffee?
All you have to do is ask.
I did ask.
No, you asked if there was any. Not the same thing.
Can I? I don't know. Can you?
Where's Mr. Duke?
He no longer works for Beck's company. I've taken his place.
Coffee, black, coming up.
Because you're the boss now. Sort of.
Well, it's been a long night for us, too. Lots to be done for the boss's 50th birthday.
Are most of the guests coming from work?
That was my question. Who's showing up to the shindig?
He hates people from work.
Anyone coming from afar?
No. Why so curious?
I'm the number 2 now. I should know who's going to be there. I'll take the coffee to go. Thanks, Agnes.
But you left your container on the table for them to throw away for you. It's the details.
I picked these up for you.
Oh, yeah. Chapman's not the one knocking on his door at 3
I can't
a.m.
have his number 2 looking like number 2. Means I look like Matt.
Why? Why? Just solids. Just go with solids. Yes, you got Chapman gone. You just got Polly. Oh, Richie Rich. Oh, look at your form, pumpkin.
Hit me.
No. What if I hurt you?
You're kidding, right? Okay. Well, your power comes from below the waist. Show me your fighting stance. Oh, boy.
Well, my dad doesn't really give a shit about me.
You ever consider that maybe he was protecting you? If he'd have gone to the cops, he'd have went to jail. You have no other family, so they'd have placed you in the foster system. Aged out at 18, wound up poor, alone, on the streets.
Well, you're poor, alone, and on the streets.
Yeah, I'm good at it. Hard to pivot when your feet and shoulders are lined up like that. And you leave yourself wide open.
Open for what? Okay.
You need strategy. Tell him you'll count to 3 and hit him on 2.
But isn't that unfair?
No one looking to hit a guy like you cares about a fair fight. The weaker guy in the fight needs to throw the first punch and make it count.
Wait, what if I'm not the weaker guy in the fight?
You will absolutely be the weaker guy in the fight.
Otherwise, you have no reason to fight.
You could go to prison trying to save Teresa. You okay with that?
I am.
Yeah? Yes, I am too.
Yeah, you're kind of in it now, pumpkin.
You don't know her.
She's not the girl I'm willing to go to prison for.
Ooh.
Drug manufacturers, shipping companies, dye companies.
Why are we playing Rhinestone Cowboy in the background? That's going to make things get hit by copyright.
I got a call from McCabe. He sent someone over to Bazaar to get Angel Doll's laptop back. Because all the shipment schedules are on it. But it's gone.
Maybe it's in the house he was hiding in.
No, because it had a tracking app on it in case it was lost or stolen. It shows it's at a commercial tubing facility that we own. It's off Route 26. The app only shows real-time location. And 3 of McCabe's guys are already on their way over there. Go help kill whoever the fuck has that laptop.
Wow. Tracking on something. Maybe somebody should have thought of that. You gotta drive fast, sir. You gotta drive fast.
Leave a message and I'll call you when I can.
Duffy, Quinn's tracking Angel Doll's laptop. You need to ditch it and get out of there now.
Wipe it off your breads.
Nada.
Not a single fucking sign of Teresa.
Who's going down? Somebody's going down. Who's going down?
Cave was clear, and he went inside. Ain't supposed to be. We kill him.
That's where we leave it. That's where we leave it. Fuck me. Oh. Okay, where do I begin? Where do I begin? Justice for Dominique. We need justice for Dominique. Her death was sad, tragic, but we knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. He told us. Episode 1. 2. Episode 2, Dominique, we knew she was going to be killed and brutally. So it wasn't a surprise. Sad, yes, but I was prepared for it. The fact that we spent so much time on that backstory, I find interesting. And it also makes me wonder if other people from that backstory besides Xavier Quinn, and why did we name both bad guys Xavier and Zachary? It sounds the same in my head. Are we going to get more of anybody from then, like Reacher's boss and such? Are they going to be brought along too? The first bodyguard that they've got in custody, they're teasing something. Something's gonna go down with him and Elliot. Something's gonna happen. Why? It's the pearl necklace, or brooch. Bombs in the brooch type of a thing. But that's where we left it. And of course the laptop is being... Find my laptop. Find my phone. Of course it's got GPS tracking on it. And that's the one laptop with the shipping schedules. The one. Speaking of the one, Reacher! You have been investigating this terrible, horrible, evil man who kidnapped a 4-year-old to get somebody to comply. And you're sending the tweens? Perfectly capable. However, perfectly capable for their investigative tasks. But you're sending the tweens to go investigate. This is so outraged I am. Arrest the big bad man with no other backup. Okay, you don't want to take the credit. You don't want to be there. Let Dominque do the arrest. Great. Send more people with her. Let her head the team of arresters. Because of that fact, my brain went sideways, and I think that's where I stopped just being in the moment, because I was so busy thinking he only sent the two of them. And why was Tony? Why was Tony? He looked like he was in civilian clothes. Episode 4. Are we halfway through? Good God. Okay. Ta-da! Thank you so much for being with me. Don't be strangers. Remember, hit subscribe so you know when the next video drop of this and all the stuff that I'm watching, because I want you there for the adventure. But until next time, you know what you're going to do. You're going to stand up and you're going to shake your butt a bit and touch your toes and then go get some water, maybe a piece of toast, and then come back and watch the next video in the queue. So thanks again, y'all, and until next time.